Hello everyone, I'm Prashant Nandi. Welcome to my channel. Today we'll discuss some of the MCQs of the chapter limit. So we'll start now. So number one, question number one. So what is the first one? Limit x tends to pi by 4. Here it is given root 2 cos x minus 1 divided by cot x minus 1. Now here we have to find the limit of this function and the options are given. Question first option is here 1 by root 2, number 2, then half, then number 3 it is given 1 by 2 root 2, and next it is given 1. So here we have to find the limit of this function. Now how to find the limit of this type of function? So here you can see x is tending to pi by 4. So first of all you have to put x equals to pi by 4 here. Now if I put x equals to pi by 4, that will be cot pi by 4, and we know cot pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. So 1 by root 2 and root 2, that will become 1, and 1 minus 1 it will be 0. So that will be 0, and again here if I put cot pi by 4 here, x equals to pi by 4, that will be cot pi by 4, and cot pi by 4 is 1. So 1 minus 1, that will again become 0. So this is a 0 by 0 form. Now if it is a 0 by 0 form, what we need to do is that we have to use L'Hopital rule. L'Hopital rule. Now what is L'Hopital rule here? So L'Hopital rule is that you have to find the derivative of the numerator, and then you have to find the derivative of the denominator. So if I find the derivative of this one, now look at this, the numerator it is root 2 cos x minus 1. Now we know root 2, what is the derivative of cos x? The derivative of cos x is minus sin x, and since 1 is constant, the derivative will be 0. Now in the denominator we can see there is a cot x, the derivative will be minus cos x square x, and derivative of 1 is 0. Now minus and minus, that will be cancelled out, so the answer will be here root 2. Now if I put pi by 4 here, sin pi by 4, we know the sin pi by 4 is 1 by root 2, and what is cosec pi by 4? The cosec pi by 4 will be root 2, so that will be root 2 square. Now root 2 and root 2 cancel out, so that will be 1, and root 2 square, that will become 2, so the answer will be half. So the option 2 is the correct option. Now next one, number 2, limit x tends to infinity, root over of x square minus 1 divided by 2x plus 1. Now here the options are given. Number 1 it is 1, number 2 it is given 0, and number 3 it is given minus 1, and number 4 it is given half. So first think about that one, how to do this. So there is a infinity, so whenever there is infinite, x tending to infinite, or any variable tending to infinite, so first what we need to do is that we have to find the highest power of that numerator denominator overall. So we can see here what is the highest power here. The highest power is here 1. Here also the power is x square, but since it is a root, so the power will be 1. So you can see the highest power is here 1. That means whatever be the highest power, we have to divide numerator and denominator by that. So that means since the highest power is 1, we have to divide it by divided the numerator and denominator by x to the power 1. If the highest power is 2, then that means we have to divide the numerator denominator by x square, like this. So here you can see we have to divide the numerator x square minus 1 by x, and here also it is 2x plus 1 by x, like this. Now if I separate this one, it will be limit x tends to infinity. Now you can see here there is a x, if it will become like this, root over of x square minus 1 by x square, like this. And the denominator, in the denominator if I separate, we can see now 2x by x, that will become what, 2, and that will be 1 by x. So here limit x tends to infinity, root over of, now again x square by x square, if I separate, that will become 1, and that will be 1 by x square, and here also it will be 2 plus 1 by x. Now if I put x equals to infinity, so if x is infinity here, 1 by infinity, that part will become 0, and here also that part will be becoming 0, so it will be half again. So the answer will be half. That means option 4 is the correct option. So whenever there is infinite function, whenever a variable tending to infinity, first we need to find what is the highest variable, highest power is there. So whatever be the highest power, we have to divide it by that one, then you have to proceed. Now next one, so question number 3. Now what is the question number 3 here? It is given now 3. So question number 3 is here, limit, it is given limit h tends to 0 to, and there is a bracket is given root 3 sine bracket pi by 6 plus h minus cos pi by 6 plus h, and this is the numerator, and in the denominator it will be root 3h bracket, that is root 3 cos h minus sin h. So this is given, and the options are number 1, the first options are 2 by 3. Now second one is given 4 by 3, third one is given minus 2 by root 3, and number 4 is given minus 4 by 3. Now here it is given limit h tends to 0, 2 into, you have to and this is the numerator and this is the denominator. Now first of all you can see here sine of pi by 6 plus h. So this is the formula of sine x plus y. So here you can use the formula of sine x plus y. Now we know what is the formula. So the formula is here. Now I'm just writing the formula here. What is the formula? Sine x plus y, the formula will be like this: sine x cos y plus cos x sin y. This is the formula for sine x plus y. And for cos x plus y, the formula will be cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. Now this one you have to use here. So you can see here. Now this is sine x plus y, this is the x and this is the y, so the formula will be sine x cos y. Now sine x means sine pi by 6, that means sine 30. We know sine 30 degree will be 1 by 2 into cos h plus, now cos pi by 6, that means cos 30 degree, will be root 3 by 2 sine h minus, again cos a plus b, the formula will be cos pi by 6 into cos h, so cos 30 degree, that will be root 3 by 2 into cos h minus sine 30 degree, will be half into sine h. So divided by, now here you can see divided by, what is the numerator here, denominator here, root 3h into root 3 cos h minus sin h. Now this is the numerator and this is the denominator. Now simple thing is that we have to just multiply this one. So limit h tends to 0, that will become 2 into, so you can see if I multiply this one, that will become root 3 by 2 cos h plus, now root 3 into root 3, that will become 3 by 2 sin h minus, and it will be the same one, root 3 cos h, and that will be minus, that will be plus half sin h, and whole divided by, that will the same one, don't multiply this one, that will be root 3h and root 3 cos h minus sin h. Now there is a bracket. Now you can see now here root 3 by 2 cos h and root 3 by 2 cos h, that will be cancel out. Now since it is cancel out, now from here we can see, now from here so you can see root 3 by 2 cos h and root 3 by 2 cancel out. So here we can see there is a number 3 by 2 sin h. Here it is 3 by 2 sin h, and here it is half sin h. Now if I add this one 3 by 2 plus half, that will become what? That will become 4 by 2, that means only 2 sin h. So that will become like this, limit h tends to 0, 2 into, that will become 2 sin h, and the denominator, what is the denominator was there? Root 3h. The denominator was root 3h, root 3 cos h minus sin h. So that will be root 3h, and it is root 3 cos h minus sin h. Here it is yes, root 3 cos h minus sin h. Okay, now we can see here there is a sin h by h. Sin h by h is there, this one, there is a sin h by h. Now we know the formula is limit h tends to 0, sin h by h, the value will be what? The value will be 1. So here we can write like this, limit h tends to 0, limit h tends to 0, and that will be 2 to the 4, and sin h by h is 1 only, so that will be root 3 and root 3 cos h minus sin h. Now if I put h equals to 0 here, cos 0 will become 1 and sin 0 will be 0, so that will be 4 by root 3 into root 3 only, that will be 3. That means 4 by 3 will be the correct answer. Now 4 by 3 means option 2. Option 2 is the correct answer here. Okay, so this is the way we only apply the formula of the trigonometry, that is sin a plus b, sin a minus b, that formula, and cos a plus b. You can use here L'Hopital also, but using that it will be lot more helpful. Okay, so now next one, question number 4. Now question number 4, it is limit, it is given limit h tends to 0, limit h tends to 0, 1 by h into cube root, that will be cube root of 8 plus h, and this is minus 1 by 2h. This is given, and some options are given. The options are like this, minus 1 by 12, number 2. Second option is minus 4 by 3. Third option is minus 16 by 3, and the fourth one will be minus 1 by 48, like this. So those are the options are given. Now here again we can see the values are 1 by h, cube root of 8 plus h minus 1 by 2h. So first what we need to do is that we have to find the LCM. So simplify this one, that will be limit h tends to 0, and the LCM we have to take, so that will be 2h cube root of 8 plus h. So here it will be 2 minus, and you can see there will be cube root of 8 plus h. So here the problem is there is a cube root of 8 plus h. So first of all we have to remove this cube root of 8 plus h. Now how can I remove that one? I am taking this as a variable. So I am taking this as a variable, like 8 plus h equals to any variable, say y, and since there is a cube root, I am taking it as y cube. If it was a only square root, I have to take y square, like this. So since there is a cube root, I am taking it as y cube. Now we can see h is tending to 0 here. Since h is tending to 0, if I put here h equals to 0, what will happen? If I put h equals to 0, y cube will become 8. So from here we can see y is what? 2. That means whenever h is tending to 0, here y will be tending to 2, like this. Now we'll substitute that one. If I substitute that one, that will become like this. That will become limit y tends to 2, 2 minus cube root of, now there was cube root of 8 plus h, and we have taken 8 plus h as y cube. So if I put here, that will become cube root of y cube divided by, now here the number is 2 into h. So 2 into h. Now from here again we can find the value of h from here. So what will be the value of h? So here h will be y cube minus 8. So in the denominator it will be 2 into y cube minus 8, and then it is cube root of y cube. Now cube root of y cube, what will be the value? The cube root of y cube, the value will be limit y tends to 2, so that will be 2 minus y divided by 2 into, and now this is the formula a cube minus b cube, y cube minus 2 cube, 8 is 2 cube, so a cube minus b cube, the formula is y minus 2, so that will be y minus 2 into a square plus ab, like this, plus b square. And again cube root of y, here cube root of y, that is y cube, that will be y only. Now we can see now this is 2 minus 1, this is y minus 2, both are same but opposite signs, so we can cancel out and the answer will be here minus 1. So what will be the answer, last answer? So that will be minus 1 divided by, now here you can see this is 2, so if I put here 2, so it will be 2 into, that is 2 square 4, plus again y into 2, that means 2 into 2, that will be 4, then 2 square, that will be 4, and into the, here it is y is again 2, so the answer will be here minus, so here 2, 4, 4, 4, that means 12, and here again 2, so 12 2s are 24, and 24 2s are 48, so the answer will be here minus 1 by 48. So here, so answer 4, option 4 will be the correct one. So here it will be minus 1 by 48, like this. Now next one, number 5. Number 5. So number 5, the question is given like this, limit, this is a good problem, number n tends to infinity, it is given 1 by 1 into 3, this is the into not point, so 1 by 1 into 3 plus 1 by 3 into 5 plus, like this again 1 by 5 into 7 plus dot dot dot, and last one will be 1 by it is given 2n plus 1 into 2n plus 3, like this. So this is given, and the options are given. First option is here given 0, number 2, second option is given here half, third option is given here 1 by 9, and the fourth one is given here 2. So those are the options, 0, half, 1 by 9 and 2. So those are the options. Now how to do this one? This is a very interesting problem. Now we can see here, what is the gap here? The gap is here 2, 1 and 3, the gap is here 2, here also the gap is 2, here the gap is 2, so everywhere you can see the gap is 2. So what I will do is that, so first it is limit n tends to infinity, so first I am taking here half, now I will multiply 2 with all the numbers here, so that will be 2 by 3 into 5, again 2 by 5 into 7, and so on. It will be 2 by 2n plus 1 into 2n plus 3, like this. Now we can write like this, limit n tends to infinity, half into, now this, look at the numerator here is 2. Now this 2 can be written as like this, 3 minus 1, because 3 minus 1 is 2, we know, and the denominator here, that will be the same one, 1 into 3. Now here again there is a 2. Now how to write these 2? These 2 we can write like this, 5 minus 3, because 5 minus 3 again 2, and here it is 3 into 5. Now plus again this one I have to write like this, 7 minus 5 by 2, and so on, the last one also. So we can write like this, last one, 2n plus 3 minus 2n plus 1 divided by this one, 2n plus 1 into 2n plus 3, like this. Now what we will do is that separation, we will do the separation here. So how to separate here? Again same thing, 3 by 1 into 3. Now whenever 3 by 1 into 3, you can see now 3 and 3 will be cancelled out, so that will be only 1. So here it will be limit n tends to infinity, 1 by 2. Now if I divide that one 3 by 1 into 3, that will be only 1 minus, again what is the next term, 1 by the 1 by 1 into 3, again it will be only 1 by 3, that will be 1 by 3 plus. Now next one you can see here 5 by 3 into 5. So 5 by 3 into 5, that means 5 and 5 will be cancelled out, that will be 1 by 3 minus here 3 by 3 into 5. Whenever 3 by 3 into 5, 3 will be cancelled out, so that will become 1 by 5, and so on. That will go like this, plus dot 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 like this, and there will be last term will be what? So last one will be again 2n plus 1 by this, it will be 1 by 2n plus 1 minus 1 by 2n plus 3. So you can see that terms are cancelling, this one will be cancelled by the next term, and so on. So all the terms here will be cancelled out, so it will remain only this limit n tends to infinity half 1 minus 1 by 2n plus 3. It is like this. Now if I put n equals to infinity here, so again 2 into infinity plus 3 and infinity, so 1 by infinity, that will become 0. So half 1 minus 0, and the result will be half here. So the correct answer will be here half. So you can see where is half, yes, number 2. So number 2 will be the correct option. Now next one, number 6. So question number 6 is like this. It is given limit x tends to 1 sine pi x by x minus 1. Okay, now how to find this type of values? Now you can see this is x minus 1 is there, x minus 1 is there. Oh, second is the options are given here. Number 1, so first option is given, try this one. First option is given minus pi, second option is given pi, third option is given minus 1 by pi, and the fourth one is given 1 by pi. So those are the options are given. So how to find the value of this one? So first try this one and check what will be the result. So you can see here it is a number x minus, there is x minus 1, and here it is x tends to 1. So that means we have to substitute here. So we have to substitute x minus 1 to any variable. Suppose I am taking it as y. Now if x tends to 1 here, if I put x equals to 1, y will become 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. So it will be y tends to 0. That means whenever x tends to 1, y will tends to 0. So that will become limit y tends to 0, and this is sine of pi, and bracket there is a x, and what is the value of x? Now from here we can find what is the value of x. The value of x is 1 plus pi, so that will be 1 plus pi only, and divided by x minus 1 and x minus y, 1 is we have taken y, so that will be y. Okay, so now next one, it will be limit y tends to 0. If I multiply pi here, it will be pi plus pi y divided by y. Now pi plus theta, if I take this is a pi plus theta, sine pi plus theta, that means third quadrant, so it will be negative. So that will like this, that will become limit y tends to 0 like this, and that will be pi plus theta means minus sine theta, so that will be minus sine theta means pi y divided by, here the denominator is here y, so that will be y. Now the formula of limit of sine is like this, limit y tends to 0 or x tends to 0, sine x by x, that will be 1. This is the formula for limit of sine. Now remember one thing is that whatever be inside of sine, same thing has to be in the denominator. If there is a denominator and this one is same, the answer will be 1. Like this, for example, limit x tends to 0, sine 2x by 2x, what will be the answer? Answer will be again 1, because inside the sine the angle is 2x and here it is 2x, same thing is there, so that will be 1. Now here you can see inside sign there is pi y, but here I have only y, so we need a pi here. So here I am multiplying a pi. Now this is the extra I have taken, so I have to multiply pi here also. Now here you can see this is the formula. It is coming limit y tends to 0 sine pi y by pi y, and that is 1. So that will become minus of 1 into, and this is a pi here, so the answer will be minus pi, like this. So this will be minus pi, will be the correct one. So here where is minus pi? Yes, option 1. So option 1 will be the correct one for this one. Now we'll move to number 7 now. Number 7. So question number 7. So what is question number 7 is given? This is also very interesting one. Limit x tends to 1, and it is given x plus x square plus x cube plus dot dot dot, and it is given x to the power n minus n, and whole divided by it is given x minus 1 equals to 5050. Here it is asked we have to find the value of n equals to question mark, and the options are given like this. Options are given 10, then 100, then it is given yes 100. Now next option is given 150, and number 4 is given none of this, no one. Okay, now here we have to find this limit, a very interesting one. So what we need to do is that if you use the L'Hopital here, it will be very much easy. So because if I put x equals to 1 1 1, and here how many ones will be there? There will be n ones. So 1 1 1 1 1 n times, that will be n, and here you can see there is a n, so n minus n, that will be 0, and in the denominator it is 1 minus 1, that is 0. So you can see this is a 0 by 0 form. So if it is a 0 by 0 form, we can use L'Hopital here. So this is the rule. So here you can see limit x tends to 1. So what is the L'Hopital rule? First we have to differentiate the numerator. So differentiate x, the answer will be 1 only. Then x square 2x, then x cube will become 3x square, and so on up to x to the power n. Now x to the power n will become n x to the power n minus 1. Now there is a n, so we know n is a constant, the derivative will be 0. So that is the numerator, and the denominator, the derivative of x will be 1 and 1 will be 0, so that will be 5050 equals to 5050. Now what is the value of x here? The value of x is here 1. If I put x equals to 1 here, it will become 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus dot 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 n, like this, and it will be 5050. Now this is the sum of n natural numbers 1 2 3 dot 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 n. So what is the formula? N into n plus 1 by 2, it will be 5050. Now since options are given, so we can see that if n equals to 100, if I put n equals to 100 here, suppose I am putting n equals to 100, that will be 100 into 100 plus 1, that is 101 by 2, that will be 50. Okay, so here 5050 it is coming. So the value of n will be what? Value of n will be 100. If options are not given, you have to multiply, then it will become like this. If options are not given, you have to multiply like this, n square plus n, and there is a denominator, there is a 2, and 2 will be there, so that will become 5050 into 2. Then again you have to multiply and bring it here, that will become 5050 into 2, like this. You have to multiply, and this will become a quadratic equation, and we know using middle term we can find the value of n from here. So this is the way. So here the answer will be 100. So question number 7, the answer will be 100 here. Now next one number 8, question number 8. So this is the problem of infinity. Now question of 8, there is a problem of infinity is given. The problem is here limit x tends to infinity. Now it is root over of 1 plus x to the power 4 plus 1 plus x square divided by x square, and the options are given. Number 1, first option is given minus 1, second option is given 1, third option is given 2, and the fourth one is given here none of this one, none of this. Now how to find this type of limit? So again the same thing, we can see now this is a infinity type. So whenever infinity types, what I have told earlier, that first you have to find what is the highest power of x. So you can see now this is the highest power of x. Here the power of x is 2, here the power is 2, here the power is 4, but there is a root. So square of x to the 4 root will be x square only. So the highest power is here x square. So highest power is 2 here. So that means whatever be the highest power, we have to divide it to the numerator and the denominator. So that will be 1 plus x square, and I am dividing it by x square, also it by x square, and look at the denominator here, it is also x square by x square. So that will cancel out, that will become 1. And look at the numerator now, that is becoming limit x tends to infinity. Now x square, so it can be written as root over of 1 plus x to the power 4 by x to the power 4, plus again if I separate this one, that will be 1 by x square and x square by x square, like this. It will look like this, x square by x square, like this. Now again in the square root, if I separate this one, that will become limit x tends to infinity, that will be root under of this one, separate this one, 1 by x to the power 4 and x to the power 4 by x to the power 4, that will be 1, and plus here it is what 1 by x square, here 1 by x square plus, and this is x square by x square, I think, yes, x square by x square, that will be 1. Now if I put x equals to infinity, so x equals to infinity means 1 by infinity, that will become 0, and there is only 1, so root under of 1, that will be 1, and here also 1 by infinity will be 0 and 1, that is 1, so the answer will be 2. So the correct answer will be here 2. So that is 3. Option 3 is the correct option. You can use here L'Hopital also. You can use L'Hopital and solve this problem also. But whenever there's infinity is there, you can try like this. Okay. So first of all, you have to find what is the highest power, and whatever be the highest power, you have to divide it by that power. So here you can see the highest power is 2, so we have divided by x square, like this. Now next one, this is the easy one, try this one. Question number 9. So question number 9, it is given limit x tends to 0 root under of 1 plus x minus 1 divided by x, and the values are given. Number 1 option is given half, option 2 is given 2, option 3 is given 0, option 4 is given 1. Now this is very easy one. So you can use the derivative like L'Hopital rule here, or you can use basic thing here. So I can do like this. If I do L'Hopital, it will be lot more easier. Look, again if I put x equals to 0 here, 1 plus 0 will be 1, 1 minus 1, that will be 0, and the denominator is again 0, so 0 by 0 form. So 0 by 0 form means we have to differentiate the numerator first. So root over of 1 plus x. So what is the derivative of root over 1 plus x? Remember this one, derivative of root under of x, that is 1 by 2 root x, because x to the power half and then x to the power n formula. So root under of x, that will be 1 by 2 root x. So here root under of 1 plus x, that will be 1 by 2 1 root over of 1 plus x into, now here it is 1 plus x, the derivative of 1 is 0 and derivative of x is here 1, and minus there is a 1, we know the derivative of 1 is 0, so here, and the denominator is here x, the derivative of the denominator will be 1. Now if I put x equals to 0 here, that will be 2 root 1, so only 1, so that will be half. So the correct answer here half. You can use L'Hopital, or you can use the basic thing here. So suppose I am solving with basic problem, so limit x tends to 0. Now if I want to solve this properly without using L'Hopital, what I need to do is that we can see that there is a minus root 1 plus x minus 1. So whenever there is a root, you rationalize that one. First you have to rationalize that function. That will become like this: root 1 plus x minus 1. That means you have to multiply the opposite one, that means root over of 1 plus x plus 1. Okay, so whenever in limit there is a square root, rationalize that one, and in the denominator it is given x, and we are multiplying the same thing, root 1 plus x plus 1. Now you can see the numerator here, so it is becoming what? It will be a plus b, a minus b. It is a plus b, and this is a minus b. The formula will be a square minus b square. Now that will become root under of whole square, and this one square, and here it is x root under of 1 plus x plus 1. So here you can see limit x tends to 0, that will be 1 plus x minus 1 by x into root under of 1 plus x plus 1. So you can see x and x will be cancelled out. So here it will remain like this: limit x tends to 0, x by x into root under of 1 plus x plus 1. So x and x will be cancelled out, that will be 1 by, now if I put x equals to 0 here, 1, so 1 plus 1, that will be half. Same answer will come whenever there is a root. You can use that also. Okay, so you can use the L'Hopital, or you can rationalize that one, you can find the value. So the same answer will come. So here the answer will be half. So you can see if I use the L'Hopital, the steps are lot lesser than that one. So you can use the L'Hopital here also. And the last question here is that limit, this one is a very important one, number 10, limit x tends to 0 mod x by x. So what will be the value of this one? So answers given, options are given: 0, 1, number 3, minus 1, and the fourth one is given does not exist. Does not exist. So what will be the answer of this one? So how to solve this one? So first of all, whenever there is a mod, remember that one that answer, whenever there is a mod is a function. What is the definition of mod? Whenever there is x is greater than 0, whenever x is greater than 0, mod x will be x, and whenever x is less than 0, mod x will be minus x. So remember this one. So from here you can see mod x by x, what will be the result? So limit x tends to 0 first. So whenever 0 is there, first you have to find 0 plus mod x by x. So 0 plus means right hand side of 0, and right hand side of 0 will be greater than 0. So limit x tends to 0 plus, so mod x is here, mod x, we can see x is greater than 0. What is the value of mod x? The value is here x. So that will be x divided by x. So the answer will be 1. And limit x tends to 0 minus mod x by x. Again, x tends to 0 minus means left hand side of 0. That means the value of mod x will be minus x. So here it will be limit x tends to 0 minus x by x, that is the answer is minus 1. Now you can see both the answer are not equal, and now if right hand limit and left hand limit both have different values, that means the limit does not exist. Okay, so whenever this type of function came, mod x by x or mod x minus 1 by x, that type of function, that will always limit does not exist. Suppose same thing, limit x tends to 1, mod x minus 1 by x minus 1 is given. So same thing, that will be does not exist, that will also be does not exist. So whenever this type of function will come, the limit will be mod something by this type of thing. At that point the limit will does not exist. That means at x equals to 1, here it is not exist, and for this one x tends to 0, we can see the limit does not exist. So those are the important problems of the limit we have done. In the next classes we will do several problems of derivative limits and those type of thing. And thank you for today.